My name is Nick Juarez. I am the Director of Community Engagement and Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at the Department of Public Safety here at the University of Minnesota Twin Cities campus. Welcome to the Dinkytown area, welcome to Marcy Homes, and welcome to the opening of our off-campus safety center. The center is a commitment from the university and the Department of Public Safety to assist with building and strengthening assets to improve livability in the area, to reduce the opportunity for crime to happen, to increase awareness of personal assets through education, and to assist with fostering a safe and a vibrant community here in Dinkytown. The center is a working partnership with the University of Minnesota, are bringing together many offices, departments, schools, and colleges to bring those services from across the university into the Dinkytown area to assist with the students, faculty, and staff that live in this area. It also brings together community partners, block by block, Somali Youth Link to assist with visible safety presence in the area, building relationships within the community. It provides opportunity to bring together local businesses, rental property, to work together to address livability and safety issues in the Dinkytown area. It brings together our partners in law enforcement and the services at the city and the county to assist with strengthening this community. This center is also a safe place for students, faculty, and staff. It will be a U-Card access only building from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. This is an area for studying, for relaxing, enjoying time with friends, but it is also an area that we can meet for student groups to meet, for safety classes, such as self-defense workshops, active threat training, financial crimes, and safety awareness, just to name a few. This off-campus safety center is for the U of M community, and the Department of Public Safety wants to be an active partner with you and the Marcy Homes Dinkytown area to improve the livability and the safety in Dinkytown. I would like to now introduce the Chief of Police for the Department of Public Safety, whose strong leadership has finally brought the safety center to reality. Chief Matt Clark.
Thank you, Nick. Today we celebrate the Off-Campus Safety Center opening. This is a culmination of partnerships not only with the city, but also with our parents and our students that are here today. It also shows the commitment of the university to safety on and off campus for our campus community. It's a place for engagement and a place for our community to gather. Thank you for being a part of it today. Additionally, I'd like to thank Nick Juarez. He's led our community engagement team for a number of years now. His team, Nick, who's here, I want to introduce, just wave Nick if you would, right over here. Dylan, right in the back. Yes. Christina also, you're right up here, and Linda. You gotta give them a round of applause. Hey. Thank you. Frankly, I might be the talking head with a title, but the people that do the engagement work are key to why we're successful as a Department of Public Safety. They deserve the credit. They did all the work. They rolled up their sleeves, they cleaned the floors, they made this thing happen, and that's a key part of what they wanted to do in their vision for community engagement with our campus. So thank you very much, Nick and team. I'd also like to introduce our speakers today and some of our VIPs in the crowd. First, Mayor Jacob Fry. Next, Councilmember Michael Rainville. Chief Brian O'Hara from MPD. Inspector Nick Torberg. Also, Inspector Bill Peterson. From our Campus Safety Coalition of parents and students, Aaron Brum, Marcia Cotter, and Mike Wilson. And also the person that couldn't be here, but also highly involved with the Safety Coalition is Brian Peck. Also, Councilmember Wansley is here today. Then we also have representatives from our undergraduate student government and our Council of Graduate Students. Additionally, we have our safety ambassador leaders, Lavelle Warfield and Anna Schmoll. And finally, Fario Khalif and Bashir Elmi from our Somali Youth Link. Thank you all for being here.
would like to introduce our next speaker. And without the support of his office, the support of Office of Community Safety, and the support from other departments within the city of Minneapolis, this center will not have opened on time. So with that, please welcome Mayor Jacob Fry.
Thank you. I'll start by thanking Director Nick Juarez and Chief Clark. Congratulations. You all did a phenomenal job in getting this set up. If we could give them another huge round of applause along with their amazing team. So it's important to look at the history of both how our city and the University of Minnesota was ultimately set up. It was set up as a land grant institution. And oftentimes since then, it's thought of the city in and to itself. But that's not how this works in reality. It doesn't work like Vatican City. We need to be partnering together. We need to be making sure that the University of Minnesota and the City of Minneapolis, Hennepin County, Metro Transit, all of us are providing safety services in a seamless way. People don't really care what jurisdiction you're in based on what side of the street you're standing on. They want to know that they're going to be safe. They want to know that they can call 911 and get response from someone who can help them. They also want to know that their governments in these different jurisdictions are working together. Through this safety center, that's going to happen. Whether it's University of Minnesota Police Department or Minneapolis Police Department, we're going to have people that are ready to provide service where it's needed most. And oftentimes that service is needed right here in Dinkytown. And so I think this is a really important step to get all of the safety services located under one roof. And if you've noticed, this is a direction that so many different governments are moving right now. So if you need response from an officer, you can get that. If you need response from Somali Youth Link, you can get that. If you need a social worker or a mental health responder, regardless of what kind of service you need, we are moving towards providing it. And having this safety center here goes a really long way. A place for community get-together, a place to coordinate, a place for us to organize, and an ability more broadly for people to not just feel safe, but actually experience safety. And so I'm really proud of this work. This is the direction ultimately that we want to be going. And I want to point out, you know, we're setting a safety center up on the south side right now. We have a temporary safety center as well on Lake Street. And so this kind of direction, this comprehensive approach to public safety is something that I know Chief O'Hara greatly supports. And it's this partnership that I think makes the big difference. And what you're seeing here today is a really awesome partnership between Chief Clark and Chief O'Hara to set something like this up. I'm so proud of the work they've been doing. And obviously we got a whole lot of work left, but we're on the right track. Thanks so much.
Next, I'd like to introduce our next speaker and a key player in safety and security for the area. With his department's ongoing support, specifically with the 2nd Precinct, and the mutual aid agreement with the Department of Public Safety, the Minneapolis Police Department has been an ongoing and active partner in this area. Please welcome Minneapolis Chief of Police, Brian O'Hara.
Thank you, Director Flores. Thank you, Director. Thank you, Chief Clark. And thank you to Somali Youth Link and all the community partners that are here with us as well. Thank you also to, I have to recognize, the Inspector of the 2nd Precinct. Inspector Nick Torberg is here. He is incredibly dedicated to every inch of the east side of Minneapolis. He's basically the chief of police on this side of the river. I have seen him out here day and night with our own officers, with U of M officers. So thank you, Inspector Torberg, for everything that you do to keep people safe. The opening of this safety center obviously is the next logical step as we all try and work together, try and prevent things from happening, and try and keep people safe in this part of the city. This summer, over the last year, we've obviously expanded our partnership with the U of M, with the mutual aid agreement that's been referenced, as well as trying to do additional preventative work late at night out here in Dinkytown. And as the school year begins, obviously we're reaffirming our commitment to do just that, so that this year more and more students can feel safe. And the Safety Center here will allow us to do that and interact more directly with everyone involved. We've heard the concerns over the last 2 years that I've been here, both from parents and from students on campus, about safety in this part of town. And this Safety Center opening today is an example that we are listening, that those concerns are being heard. And we're going to continue to work with both sheriff's offices, Ramsey and Hennepin, and all of our partners in the community to do that as well. My kids are not college age yet, but I do know what it's like to be a parent and have your kids go away from home and be concerned about their safety when they're not with you. And so I want the parents out there to know that we hear your concerns. This Safety Center is a result of those concerns, and it's going to help build existing relationships, forge new ones, and help us take safety to the next level. So again, thank you so much, Director Juarez and Chief Clark, for your leadership to make this happen.
Our next speaker is a strong community leader. I had the pleasure of working with him for 13 plus years over in Northeast, Southeast Minneapolis as a crime prevention specialist with the Minneapolis Police Department. And now I continue to work with him at the Department of Public Safety. The concept of the Safety Center actually began a few years ago by Councilmember Michael Rainville. So it has now become a reality. So please welcome Councilmember Michael Rainville.
What a great day this is. This is a proper time to give thanks. I'm looking over here at Somali Youth Link. Eileen Johnson with her safety walkers here in, correct me now, 15 neighborhoods, over 800 safety walkers. Right. What a great job. And this is a perfect example of non-armed public safety. These layers of public safety that we can provide for the students, for the business owners here, for all the guests in Dinkytown and the University of Minnesota. Chief Clark, where are you? Are you behind me somewhere? There we go. When Chief Clark and I first started talking about this years ago, it was a dream, and he grabbed that dream and he made it become a reality. It takes someone like Chief Clark to ram this through, to get it done. So Chief, thank you so much for this great, great day. Thank you. And what this amplifies is the physical embodiment of the relationship between the city of Minneapolis and the University of Minnesota. This spot, which could not have happened without the Remarchik family, great civic leaders in their own right, but this actually shows how well we get along, the city of Minneapolis with the University of Minnesota. So you've heard many wonderful, kind words today. I don't want to burden you any further, but thank you so much for coming. This is a great thing. It's only going to get better. And go Gophers!
Our last speaker is from the Campus Safety Coalition. This is a parents group that was formed a couple years ago. This group has been a strong voice for students and parents, and this has been a key item for them on their project list. So please welcome Campus Safety Coalition co-founder and board member, Aaron Brum.
Thanks, Nick. My name is Aaron Brum. I'm with Campus Safety Coalition. I'm also joined today, thank you. I'm joined today by Marcia Cotter and Mike Olson as well. They're on our board. We're very thankful and very grateful to be here today with all of you. This conversation started quite a while ago, and honestly, we're so thrilled that this is actually happening. We have a lot of thanks to give, and I'll get to those in just a minute. But just to reiterate, we have been ardent supporters of UMPD, MPD, and the safety initiatives at the University of Minnesota for really the last 4 years, but very concentrated in the last 2. Our group represents students, parents, community leaders, business owners, and the general public that likes to come down and spend time in Dinkytown and the University of Minnesota. This safety center is great for a multitude of reasons. It will serve as a safe space for students to meet and congregate. It will be a great spot for public safety resources and to get help. Just like what was mentioned earlier, whatever type of help you need, it's a great space to come. It'll be good for community engagement. There's a multitude of groups that are working on public safety here, from the walkers to the nonprofit groups like ourselves, to Somali Youth Link and the other engagement groups, as well as the police departments. So it's a great open space. We're really excited to be part of it. And I would be remiss if I didn't say we are also happy with the presence and the location of this in Dinkytown. By having police and presence here, it does act as a deterrent, and we believe that will help. We have seen over the last 2 summers in the extra patrols that UMPD and MPD has put in, it does make a difference. So we're very happy to see that. So to conclude, I would like to thank our partners at UMPD, Chief Clark, Nick Juarez, the entire team. So thankful to you guys and your determination, your perseverance, because if you hadn't really tried to fight hard for this, we wouldn't be here today, and we all know that. I would like to thank the University of Minnesota for supporting this. It's really important. I would like to say thank you to the City of Minneapolis, Mayor Fry. Your support is pivotal to making these initiatives work. And I would like to say thanks to Chief O'Hara and to MPD for working and keeping our students safe, just like UMPD. It's really important. We appreciate you. Thank you. And Brian, and I wish Brian was here. He couldn't be here, but Marcia and Mike. Today, we are presenting UMPD, Department of Public Safety, with a check for $10,000 to be used for the safety center in the initiatives that they deem important and appropriate. Thank you.
It's a big check. Literally, it's a big check.
It's a big check.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for all that. Again, thank you all for coming today. Before we get to the ribbon cutting, I would like to thank Gardner Builders for taking on a huge task to remodel the Kitty Cat Club. In a few minutes, you'll be able to see exactly what I mean with the fantastic work that they have done. I would also like to thank the Rimerick family for working with us for their space for the Kitty Cat Club. And then I would also like to thank all the University of Minnesota personnel that were assisted in getting this project done. This was a big project. Specifically, Rebecca Paulson, who's the Director of Leasing and Property Management at the University of Minnesota, she took the project lead with this and guided us through the process that the University of Minnesota has to lease a space and to build a space. And so this was a great learning opportunity, and I thank you for that guidance coming in. Community safety is a community responsibility, and we all have a role in that. So let this center be a place to meet and discuss safety and livability issues in the area. Let's work together to ensure that the university and the surrounding area is a safe place to live, work, and learn. So we do have a ribbon cutting ceremony coming up here. And then we will open it up for a tour and for open house and for questions that people might have inside. And I invite everybody to walk inside, see what we have at the Safety Center, and the programming that we will offer in the area as well. So with that,